you see Milo? So we are walking and we're talking. Happy Juneteenth. I hope you guys are having an excellent day. So happy Juneteenth. It's black independence, right? It's the last day of slavery. But technically, just like all the times, they stole more black people's time than they needed to, because slavery was over for 2 years before Juneteenth happened. And Milo, what are you doing? So yeah, happy Juneteenth. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't even know. And out of respect for Juneteenth, I was considering a couple of black issues. Look, I want to show you guys this lady. See that lady right there? See her? She be swinging with her dog all the time, you guys. She like literally swings with her dog. So I was gonna bring it back to black on a couple of subjects. I have been reviewing Love Island. Who is that? Q. Hi. I saw your message. So you want to start hi, Grand Rising. Happy Juneteenth. And you're in Texas. That was the last place to find out there were slaves, right? Was a group of slaves in Texas found out they were finally free. And that's how Juneteenth got started. But so I've been watching Love Island, and Huda is a freaking crash out. And I was saying that Jeremiah must have love bombed her, based off of other people in the house saying that, because they knew what had been said in the house. Now I'm gonna have to get out my dictionary and check out what exactly is love bombing. What exactly is love bombing? I don't know. To me, it's like, you just act all great and you say all the right things. And then when they need you, you're not there. So I was like, oh, well, maybe he is love bombing her. But I also was like, his responses, his is in Jeremiah, his responses are so interesting. I don't know. And he's like beautiful to look at, but a tad socially awkward. And Taylor also. And I was wondering if they're like a little on the spectrum, because they don't make a lot of eye contact with their girls, when they're talking. They like, part of the thing of being on the spectrum is it's said that you look away to understand. So like most people, they'll have a conversation like this and they're like, da. And then you're talking to them and you ask them a question and most people will look at you. But they say that people on the spectrum look away to understand. You see what I'm saying? And Tyler does that a lot. Tyler does it. Austin definitely does it. And I noticed that Jeremiah does it a bit too. So I was just wondering if perhaps he's on the spectrum. And if he is, then that could have, in addition to him being a Taurus, I found out, that could be why he didn't respond the way that, come here, Milo. That could be why he didn't respond the way that, quick enough, because he was looking away for understanding. And then Huda goes ballistic. And let me just say, the way they let that white lady cuss that black man out was fucking disgusting. And had it been a man, or even especially a black man, cussing out a white girl like that, calling her all kind of bitches, and you ain't a woman, and you're a fucking liar, and all the stuff that she berated that man and the viewers and the rest of the house with about Jeremiah, because her fast ass, who does a fast ass? That's why she was pregnant at 19, because she's a fast ass. And she uses that ass to plop on people so that she can try to garner control over them when she's not crying on them. It's all manipulation and control tactics from an insecure, immature little girl who's been entitled enough to believe she can act like this. And it's horrible. And for all the people on the island to vote her on, your hair looks great. I like that red. And for all the people on the island to want her gone, but then allow her to stay after she maligns that black man particularly, you know, I don't know who the production team is. I'm going to have to go look at the production team. And if it's anything to do with the Housewife series, then we already know why they let that portrayal of emasculating a black man on global platform for entertainment was allowed. Because that's the programming on a lot of these shows, is to propagate the harmful stereotypes of black experience while hostilely culture vulturing the black culture. It's disgusting. And they think we want this shit for entertainment, and we don't. I was, as a black mother of sons, as a mother of sons, I was very disturbed at the allowance of abuse towards that black man on a game show where you're literally there to check out holes. And because the lady decided to mount him, she mounted him, you guys, and he was like, what? You're crazy. Oh, these allergies. And she mounted him in a room full of 8 other couples. It's like Dr. G snatching up Sweet Tea on Married to Medicine with 8 other couples and a camera crew. And you're out here showing your whole ass. The moon is still out, you guys. I'm in California. It's almost 8:30. And look, there's the moon. Can you see it right there? You see? Milo. It was that little white thing in the sky. See it? There's the moon. There's the sun. Why are they both out right now? And they're really close. I've been watching it for weeks now. That stuff is getting closer and closer. I don't know. Anyway, so I was high-key agitated that they let this white lady walk around the house and malign this man on a show where they're literally there for an experience, and then babied her ass and her white lady tears so that she could stay in the house and further interfere in this man's experience and in his peace. You know, like, is in peace of mind. Fun experience. I haven't even watched other seasons. This is my first experience with Love Island USA, or any Love Island. And you want to walk across the grass? Come on. And I've been hearing that they don't allow this anywhere else. And that one time a guy did yell at somebody and he had to leave. So why let this lady yell at Jeremiah? And he's so sweet. Yeah, so anyway, I was thinking about that. Leave your comments if you've been watching. What do you guys think about it? Wait, who's this? Let me get my, where are my glasses? Ta-da! There. Yeah, I can maybe read this. Oh, look, Corey's in the house. What is she saying? Oh, these are too dark. Wait a second. Move my low. Stop trying to pull me. Okay. Hey. Q, happy Juneteenth. Yes, Grand Rising. Drop, what's good? I'm great today. How are you? What's good, Corey? Happy Juneteenth. Oh, yeah, good. That's my hummingbird. Usually they'll come answer me, the hummingbirds. They're like, a Tule can speak hummingbird? Who else is in the house? California cutie. Look, I'm doing you, girl. I'm out here walking. I'm pulling a California cutie. And I'm out here walking. Okay? Moving this body. Yes, Grand Rising. Who else is that? Damn it. I can't see all this. Yeah, move-in day is coming. So do you guys Love Island USA at all? California cutie, are you Love Island USA? What do you think about the whole Jeremiah Huda of it all? Huh? What do you think of the whole Jeremiah Huda of it all? I think that shouldn't have been allowed to happen. And then, okay, so I had said that Jeremiah allegedly had a girlfriend on the outside. And I saw some other things about it. I'll try to find those things on TikTok. But now everybody is very upset that Ace and Shelly, who they admitted to knowing each other on day one, and that they used to talk for like a year almost, but things didn't work out because of distance. So now they're in the house, and it's obviously they have pre-built chemistry from that year together. Come on. You know, talking on the phone, whatever. And they liked each other, but it was just the distance, I thought. So now that distance isn't a problem, now that distance isn't a problem, now that distance isn't a problem, they're going to try to make a go of it. But I did not like that Ace chose Amaya, and Ace, he would have chose Iris, I bet. No, Ace had wait. Yeah, he could have maybe chose Iris. Who knows? Because he was all talking about love at first sight. I've never seen Love Island. And I don't usually do dating shows. The Bachelor, I'm not a bachelorette. I don't like it. The last dating show that I was into was Flavor of Love, you guys. My water for my first son broke to Flavor of Love. Yes. Water broke on Monday. He was born on Wednesday. And I was watching Flavor of Love, and I said, I think it's time. So I like stupid shows like that, like where you know it's all for clout and clicks. You're not expecting anybody to seriously say, oh, I love you and I'm married on Flavor of Love. Like it literally was hookup. So it was honest to me. But like Love Island, the falseness is that you're going there to try to find love, right? You're not. You're going there to increase your views, to get more famous, to get your brand notice, and stuff like that. That's what I think. And obviously, to change herpes simplex #1, because there's a cold sore in the house this season. After they kissed everybody and had all the stuff, everybody started breaking out in zits. And after they had this, come on, Mila, stop. They had this scene where they played baseball, and they had to get in all kind of gross stuff and kiss each other and rub on each other. Everybody left with a zit. And then Nick grew a little head on his face, and then the head jumped on his lip, and there was no kissing for like 3 days, to the point where the person he's coupled up with was like, oh, I want to kiss and he hasn't given it to me. I was like, you don't see that shit on his lip? He's trying to save you, girl. He's trying to protect you. Yeah, kissing all those strangers. Yes. Here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you Nick's lip. Where'd it go? Here it is. Look. You see that? You see that thing on his lip? You see that thing on his lip right there? But one of my friends was like, oh, freaking everybody has herpes. I was like, I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. So he's on a dating show in a house with 9 females, and they've all kissed him already. And then he pops out with the cold sore. And everybody else is getting little lip zits too. I don't do public water. I don't get in swimming pools at places or jacuzzis or, I half hate sitting on a seat somebody just sat on. And I'm always putting things on seats. I'm just like, ugh! I don't know, I'm just weird. But seeing that freaking herpy on his lip on a dating show is exactly my point. You're not there for love. Look, you're there for kissing and smashing. Yeah, we do know, everybody knows somebody with a cold sore. I don't have a cold sore though. I don't know why that should be common. Remember back in the day, anybody that used to watch the original Family Feud with Richard Dawson, it was alleged that he started herpes because he would kiss everybody on the lips on the original Family Feud. And he would kiss all the ladies, all the moms, and all the daughters. And then he would, yeah. Nobody ever said they were sexually harassed or nothing. It was just part of his shtick. Yep. And I'm not saying nothing. Oh, James Michael Frazier, how are you doing? I'm excellent. I'm most excellent. Thanks for coming through. He probably did. He probably did. He kissed all the girls. He did. He kissed all the girls. And he really loves kissing Olandria, that beautiful black bombshell. She looks like a black Barbie, you guys. She's freaking gorgeous. And they really like kissing. So that was interesting. Now, what else can we talk about? Let me take this herpy off. Huda. So this lady right here is Huda, and she totally cussed out Jeremiah because she decided to mount him on day 4 or some stuff. No, I think it was like more like dating. She got switched out episode 12. So maybe it was like the 9th or 10th day she mounted him and decided that that meant she owned him. So who else does? That's kind of like Portia from Real Housewives of Atlanta, how once she jumps on a peen, that's her peen. And pretty much all the peens in Atlanta are Portia's because that's why she's mad that Drew gets to talk to a peen she had. What else is on here? You guys want to see Jeremiah? Let's see, can we find Jeremiah? Oh, here he is. He's so cute. Look at Jeremiah. So he's a Taurus. And, Huda's very overbearing and manipulative. So, and has a Kim Kardashian booty and some lip filler. So I can see how that's aesthetic can like draw you in. But if you're there for an experience, then experience. It's literally the only place you can kiss 10 other people and not catch a case. So just do the experience. Stop it. There we go. He looks cute, right? And sweet, yeah. And he's so cute and sweet, and he's a nerd, but he looks just like Shamar, from that detective show. And he's just sweet and easy, And she had no right to cuss him out for doing what the show is there to do. And they let that happen. So that was high-key abusive. And so in the meantime, Huda's family spoke out. And no, Huda's family, not Huda's family. Huda's baby daddy. So Huda's the first time they had a single mom on the show. She's 25 and has a 5-year-old. And so she also had semi-trapped Nick in a way. Because, she semi-trapped Jeremiah in a way. Because if you have a baby, is that date one information? For the people in the chat with a child, on day 1, are you telling fools that you have a kid? Because if it matters on day 8, it's going to matter on day 1. But to build up emotion and all that stuff with somebody, and, they think you're telling them all their deepest, darkest secrets, and you have a whole kid at home that you haven't mentioned, that's deceitful. Oh, you're saying date 4. That's what she did. It was like day 4. And so every day is an episode. And they're there for 6 weeks. So day 4, she finally tells Jeremiah that she has a kid at home. And he don't have no kids. And while he likes kids, that's a lot for him to do. And it's not even his kid. So anyway, her baby daddy made a statement recently. Huda's baby daddy made a statement after her huge crash out on episode 14. And he's like, oh, you guys are bullying her. And what about her mental health? And she needs to come home and she's going to have to deal with this. And her family is going to see how you guys are treating her. I'm like, bitch, what about Jeremiah? What about Jeremiah's mental health? What about how Jeremiah's family had to just watch him get cussed out by a white girl? What about Jeremiah and his feelings? How is it that we need to stop after this lady did all of these manipulation tactics and then acquiesce some more to her, for her to feel comfortable in the bed that she made? Look, I'm not housekeeping. Make your own bed and lie in it. I'm not putting no mints on your pillow for this bullshit, It's crazy. But if it matters, it matters. So I feel like that's dishonest. And then she hits him with, you're a liar. You're a liar. Oh, lying by omission is still a lie. But what she does is okay. And whatever Jeremiah does, he's a cheater. He's a liar. He's a bitch man. He's bitch made. He's not a man. And it was just so degrading and high-key toxic. And part of the reason that my Curvy suggested I watch this is because it's supposed to be light and easy and fun. And here I am. And freaking lady is cussing this man out and getting away with it. So then it was so weird because the whole house was like, oh, she's toxic AF. She needs to go. She's ruining the vibe. And then they all voted to keep her. They rewarded her for emasculating that black man. Even the black girls were like, oh, nothing to see here. Even Ace let her stay after all the shit he was talking. Because somehow Jeremiah is the problem. black on black crime. That's the problem. Happy Juneteenth, by the way. Oh, my earring. Did you see that just pop out of my ear? There we go. Watch out, Milo. Wait a minute. Click, click. There we go. Look, you guys want to see how he has to sit? I told him click, click. That's what he does. Milo, up. Milo. Click, click. Click, click. Good boy. Come on, let's go. You know why I have to say click, click for him to sit is because when we first got him, we were click training him. And the thing would go click, click. And, you know, it was this little presser thing. And so I just started saying click, click when I would forget the clicker at home. And I needed to control him. It works pretty good. Click, click. Milo, click, click. Good boy. Come on, let's go. So it's so cute for me. I love him. I love my baby mama. Cindy G, what's good? Thanks for coming through. We're just talking about Juneteenth and whatnots. Here, come on, let's go over here, Milo. I like walking in the grass. I would do it with no shoes, but I got my shoes on right now. And I have on several pair of glasses. We're going to go over here and cop a squat in the shade. Come on. Milo, no. Look, Milo wants to play. He's going crazy. Toria! Toria! Milo, click, click. Click, click. He just wants to play. No, good boy. Oh, look, that's exactly where I was fucking going. I'm still going over there because I'm going to sit in the shade. That's exactly where I was going, and I only stopped to let him pass, and now he's on our bench. Because I would sit over there, but I don't like those seats. These are new seats. Yep, look, he took my seat. I was vibing right there. Let's see, is there another one? There he is. One of the ladies that walks the park where I live, is from Sierra Leone. And she always walks in the grass barefoot. Exactly. Look, I need to, because it's how you ground out, you know? Now, I do go in my backyard every morning and ground out with my tree. And like I put my feet on the tree trunk and I put my hands on the trunk and I meditate and talk to my ancestors and whatnot. Damn. See, that's what you get. You let other people go first and they'll catch your vibe and go take your shit. So always be first. Because I do not like sitting over here. It's gross. Anyway. Are you guys having any plans for Juneteenth? Are you guys having any plans for Juneteenth? I have my Juneteenth flags out, but we don't have any like plans. We might go catch a Juneteenth festival or something later. Jasmine, what's good? Yeah, no, I don't have, like I said, I don't have like any major, no plans. But we usually go find something to do. They have a Juneteenth celebration at one of these nice parks, but it doesn't start till 11. It's only 8:41. That's why I go to the park to work out and walk and meditate and be one with myself, the air, the trees, the grass, the people. Yup, that's right, California cutie. Hi, Jasmine. Justin, hi. I love sitting in my backyard and talking to the ancestors too. You do? Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I love it. I sure do. No, just chilling and finishing packing. Oh, the A-frame, the AFRAM is this weekend in Bmore. Oh, cool. What's that? The African American something? Cindy G, love this. I'm watching from, oh, is that, what's that flag? I don't know that flag. Sorry, I don't know on my flag. But welcome, International Curvy. It's called Winter Evening. Oh, you celebrate on June 16th, Youth Day. Toria, African American Festival. Oh, okay. I love that you know that, Toria. I love Toria. Cool beans. That is so cool. So, did you guys hear about the Tyler Perry thing? $260 million. Look, Shannon Sharp got away easy, okay? He only was being requested $25,000 per ass cheek. And they were little teeny tiny cheeks. They were smithering of buttock, okay? And she wanted 25 G's each. So imagine what a good sister could get with a badonkadonk, okay? But he wasn't messing with no badonkadonks, okay? For a reason. But yeah, you shoot for the moon, you land in the stars, go for $260 million for unwanted sexual advancements and getting a paycheck while you were making your career. And it's so ironic. So I am diehard Ruthless fan and diehard The Oval, which are the two shows that the Derek guy is suing about being on. So he was on these shows. Let me get my right hand. So he was on these shows, and his character on the shows was a shy gay guy who was on the run from a pimp who ended up in DC, and a Secret Service man from the Oval ends up seeing him one day, rapes him, always is sexually harassing him every chance he gets, shoots him when he thinks he's talking to another person, and continues to harass him and make it hard for him, and the whole time continuing to have sex with him. And I was like, this is some diabolical, evil, maniacal stuff that we're into, you guys, because literally the character that Dale played is what he experienced with Tyler Perry. And so he traumatized the guy and then wrote it in, and he had to act it out. Tyler. And I was loving that movie, Straw. I was like, oh, Tyler, he did that, and it gave insight into, the feeling that Black women have. He humanized us. He did all kind of stuff with Straw. And I mean, all that stuff is still true. And he obviously has some kinks that he needs to work out from. Did anybody see Surviving Tyler or whatever that movie was? Mm-hmm. So he can't stop, won't stop, I guess. Life imitates art for a reason. Christian Keys warned us, but he was saying, I thought he just came out and said that it wasn't Tyler, because I thought it was that other billionaire who paid for like the whole college class to graduate. You know who I'm talking about? That guy. But yeah, allegedly. I go to Bmore every year for that festival. Right on, Toria. Maybe you and Corey can hook up and send me a picture of your smiles together. That would be fabulous. I would love that. Megan Sussex is revoking Godfather status. Whoa, wait. So Meghan Markle Sussex who's the Godfather? Who is the Godfather that she's revoking? Because I have not heard these things. Oh, and that's South African flag. Oh, right on. South Africa is gorgeous. Shout out to South Africa. Yes. TP. That part? Is that TP? Oh, wow. Who's the Godfather, though? Oh, Tyler Perry is the Godfather? And she revoked it. So she gonna have to move then. You know that, right? Because he was been footing the bill for a long time. And I don't know why she's revoking the Godfather status on Tyler Perry when the whole damn royals are made up of incestuous baby fuckers, allegedly. But oh, Tyler, we got to hold this black man accountable. Can she revoke the grandparents ting of the freaking and the uncling of freaking the prince that went to Jeffrey Epstein's island? Can she make him not the uncle anymore? You need to pick and choose your battles. But for her to turn her back on Tyler Perry, who gave her and her redheaded stepchild a place to live, the organ donor. You know that Harry was supposed to be the organ donor, and just in case Charles, the other one, Prince Charles, needed anything. You know that, right? Allegedly. Okay. So her and the organ donor get a place to stay from a very troubled billionaire. Don't have to pay nothing for years, allegedly. And now you're revoking some Godfather status off of a article from this guy who, I don't know. Now Tyler is saying that it's a money grab, but the texts are very revealing. Actually, the texts aren't revealing at all. I read those texts and I was like, what's the problem? He didn't say, come over here and get this in your mouth. He didn't say, oh, I didn't take it out your thing. He didn't say, it wasn't sexy talk or pressuring to me in a lot of those things. But I guess I need to read the other ones because I only read some of them. It's a 46-page complaint. And I don't know. I just don't want to let all that energy into my piece. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't read the whole thing, but I did take a look at these text messages that were part of the 46-page complaint. And those text messages aren't that damaging in my opinion. And I'm not giving anybody a pass. However, if we still don't have the freaking list for Epstein Island but we have all these photos and nobody's talking about that. I'm just so tired of us always magnifying and over policing black people who got all their fucking cues from these fucking white colonizers, allegedly. The colonizers can do it, and nothing to see here, folks. They're trying to actively get Harvey Weinstein out of prison. Okay? Well, actively trying to make me give a fuck about P. Diddy and where he puts baby oil. They want me to not care about Harvey, not care about Abercrombie and Finch, but totally care about Diddy, totally care about Tyler. Please. It's propaganda. It's propaganda and part of the white supremacist machine that is America. The press is in on it, okay? And who did Kanye say owned the press? And they are on an annihilation tour for all the brown people of the world. What color do I look, y'all? Yes. I want them all to go to jail. Harvey, well, I know he was just convicted. Damn, Candace Owens went and talked to him, and she's like, oh, this is just a that. And so I don't know if she personally started the Free Harvey thing, but there's a Free Harvey thing happening right now. And why didn't he get a fucking RICO? He had casting agents, directors, producers, his brother, all in on trafficking young starlets to his freaking deformed penis, from what I understand, allegedly. And he didn't get a RICO. But they want me to believe that P. Diddy needs a RICO as one person because he texted another person and it's called Puffy Combs Enterprises. So that's an enterprise. I'm like, you guys can keep your one-sided laws. I know your laws are just for us. That's who the laws are for. The only people the laws are for is for non-white people. That's who the laws are for. And anybody else who gets those types of situations are going to get looked over until they can look for a black person to blame and focus on. That's what happens in America. Yay, we're skating in the park. Now, do you have inlines or do you have OG 4 wheels, 1, 2, 3, 4, like a box step? You know? Yeah, allegedly. Oh, voice twin, what's good? Yeah, I'm out and about. We were out here walking at my little park down the street from my house. I love this park. God is great. And I do appreciate the shade thing, but these tables are gross. over here, and I was going to sit over there and talk to you, but that guy's still over there with his little dog. Gonna get you and your little dog too. Yeah, and I just don't understand that. Oh, hey, Angela. I love the way she spells that, by the way. Yeah, right? Like, they totally want me to hyper-focus on me because that's who they're hyper-focused on. And I'm like, whoa, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some white in it, okay? Hold up. They want me to focus on all the black stuff. But I'm so black that I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some white in it. Because we are not the problem. We are the motherfucking solution that built this shit. Where's my motherfucking You guys are about to get me started. Where's my reparations? It's Juneteenth, and we just sent another $1 billion to the place where Jesus is from. But I can't have no reparations. You guys. So it's all the thing. They want my panties in a bunch, and they got them today. Because especially like on Juneteenth, I'm just thinking about like 450 years. We may as well say 500 years. I don't know why we're stuck on 450. It's 500 years and then another 100 years of Jim Crow. And now we got Trump in office and just disgusting. It's a whole lot of stuff. Gardener of Eden, right on. Thanks for coming through. And I need for us as my people to understand our power and our position. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who takes all day, and every resource they have to try to stop, hinder, and persecute you, that's because you're fucking powerful as all get up, okay? Okay. Our melanin activates in sunshine. Go get some vitamin D, get an upload. You know what I'm saying? They scared. Our melanin blocks UV, all kind of stuff. They hate us. They hate us for a reason, but for no reason. Because they scared that if they take their foots off our neck, that we'll do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So you've been doing 500 years of bullshit, Christian, white Christian. So you must want this shit back because your Bible says that do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if for 500 fucking years, your foot has been on my people's necks, oppressing, not paying up reparations and all that other stuff, then no wonder you're fucking scared. No wonder. And rightfully so. You preached it. You preached it. And then you want us to turn the other cheek. That only applies to us. Everybody else, they get to retaliate, but they want us to turn the other cheeks. So I just need us to reclaim our time, reclaim our divinity, tap into our super melanated powers, love ourselves, love each other. Don't fall for the okie doke when they're trying to persecute us. Even if, like Diddy's guilty as far as I'm concerned, but this whole media circus is unnecessary except for the fact that they're promoting the harmful stereotype that all black people are criminals, thugs, and hooligans, even when you get to the stature that Diddy is at. That's what the fucking message is. You see what I'm saying? So it's still part of the harmful programming of the masses to imagine that what P. Diddy did is way worse than what Epstein did. Because look, he's a Negro. He's in the book of Negro, so it must be worse. A bunny rabbit. That's good mojo. That's good mojo. So I just need us to be aware and not get too caught up. Look, you don't have to give a fuck about where Diddy puts baby oil. You don't have to. You do not have to give a fuck about where Diddy put the baby oil. Baby oil isn't actually an appropriate lube, by the way, especially if you're using condoms. Everybody knows oil rots rubber, okay? So that's dumb. But, yeah, let the man oil who you want. And all of this, me having to know who you're doing and what sex you're having and all of that. Like, I told you guys the other day, I used to I'm from a day and age where they had 2 beds on the show. A married couple could be on the show, like Lucy and Ricardo could be on the show together, married. And then when they got to the bedroom, you would see twin beds so that you wouldn't put it in the minds of the American youth that sleeping together was acceptable. that he forced infected X. What? You heard allegedly that he forced infected X. Which who? Who's he? Oh, did he? Well, hey, look, even if he did that, why do I need to take any of my neurons and synapses to give a fuck about it? I don't understand. I'm like trying to like create, help families, put your house in a trust. How about that? Care about putting your house in a trust so it doesn't have to go through probate. How about that? How about you care about making sure you have a pour over will after you get your trust so that any other assets that you accumulated after the time that you made the trust are actually put in there so that that too is, allowed to have no access to probate so that you can leave a legacy for your family. How about caring about that? How about making sure that you have some burial coverage so that you don't have to do a GoFundMe? How about making sure you have some mortgage protection so if the main income earner of the household passes suddenly, then that money is there and it can pay off the freaking mortgage so that the rest of the family can live comfortably and have time to grieve appropriately. How about that? How about care about you? How about love you? How about if Diddy has you so vexed that you just don't deal in baby oil? How about that? But we need to get our priorities straight as black people in America. We are led by our freaking noses so often, and it might be like Prince said, the chemtrails. He said whenever the chemtrails came, the kids in the neighborhood would start acting different and all of that. Remember he said that? So, sorry about that. That was gross. It's the allergies. I need to get that out of me. But how about that? We as black people need to stop caring about what they tell us to care about and start caring about what we want to care about. Don't be led by the nose. They have this whole saying in black culture, your nose is wide open. That's when that little girl passes by and anywhere she is, you want to be nose wide open, because you're being led around by the nose. And we just need to reclaim our time and only fill our vessels with what we want in there. Decolonize. Get off white Jesus. You see what I'm saying? And then for a whole religion to be built on a lie about a white man from Egypt. What is going on? See these guys come over here every weekend. Those transcripts I've read every day, never heard that the trial, Corey mean the women except for they were all tested, no diseases were detected. Oh, well, you know what? And even that, you can get an STD test today and it can be negative today from an interaction today. And from an interaction today, you could test negative and in 3 months pop up with something. Something could pop out and show you. Like Kendrick said, we pop out and show you. Like on Nick's lip, pop out and show you. So even if you do test that day, just like at the Mustang Ranch, testing that day doesn't do nothing if you got 100 things dumped in you. That's disgusting. Soul ties, all this kind of stuff. It's just a lot. These guys come over see, I'm in their spot. I need to go over there. They come over and they meet every day. Click, click. Milo, click, click. Milo, click, click. You gonna come with me? You love the people? You trying to get somewhere? He's so cute. The people, they are saying that Southern District of New York have 99% record. Only reason why they were all plea deals, no cases went to trial. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't care. I don't care about Diddy. All those people were consenting adults. If you're a sex worker and you put an ad on Craigslist, you didn't get raped. You put an ad on Craigslist to have done whatever you did. Are they complaining? I haven't been paying attention. Are the sex workers complaining too? It's a lot. It's a lot. I think I'm dressed inappropriately. I got legs showing. Look, my legs are out. I hope I'm not offending it with my skin. because, you know, their ladies all covered up. I was at the swim pool the other day, and they have, what's it called? Discreet swimwear, where they're like covered from head to toe, like in almost like a scuba suit. It was beautiful. It was refreshing not to see buttocks everywhere. Why are we in people's bedrooms? Right. Right. I'm not into threesomes or menage a trois. Milo, come. I'm not into threesomes, menage a trois, none of that, you know? So, why are we in there? I would never know what hole you liked, except for that you told me without me asking, because I wasn't going to ask. You hear me? I would have never known what hole you like unless you told me, because I wasn't going to ask. It's not my business. And the mere fact that people lead with that is weird to me. It's so fucking weird. Hi, my name is Leah and I like this hole. Is that how you were taught to meet people? That's not even polite etiquette. That's TMI, as a matter of fact. TMI. And then you want me to care. And then what are you telling me for? So you can gauge my reaction? Because I really don't care. And then, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Tyler Perry's a lot. Diddy's a lot. Harvey Weinstein's more. Jeffrey Epstein was more. The Abercrombie and Finch guy is more. You know why he's done it? You know why it's more for Abercrombie and Finch? That fool is older. You know he's been a debaucherous freaking demon for a lot longer than P. Diddy, by the mere fact that he's been on the planet for so long. But you want me to care about P. Diddy? Abercrombie and Finch hasn't even seen a complaint, but I need to care about P. Diddy. You guys are a lot. It's a lot. Come on, Mai. So weird. Oh, now you saw a lizard? You getting lots of good freaking mojo. I've seen a hummingbird and heard a crow, saw a finch. Yeah. And then, like, it's so different, too. So even on, like, I Dream of Jeannie, even on I Dream of Jeannie, they wouldn't show navels and stuff. Grand Rising. Yeah, they don't talk. I don't know. They be walking by. They don't talk, though. Oh, look, dogs everywhere. Dogs over there. Dogs over there. Milo's going to go crazy. All these dogs everywhere. Come over here, Mai. Come over here. So I'm almost home, you guys. I was going to go live later. You know, I haven't even watched Real Housewives of Atlanta this week. I'm kind of done with, I just can't. I know I started something. I don't want to finish, though. I don't want to finish. Fucking Phaedra. Fucking Portia. I'm not entertained. I'm bored. Freaking bored. Fakey McFuckersons. And then I like Shamia, but she's an op. Shamia's an op. Portia's a fake, floozy. Drew, I'm still not sure why everybody's on Drew's ass. And I don't know why she's at the end of the couch when everybody had a problem with her. How did Phaedra come for 4 episodes and get second chair? It's just... It's a lot. It's a lot. So you guys, I'm going to shut this down. Thanks for walking with me this morning. Make sure you have your bell rung, because I'm going to get in this house, make the boys some breakfast. And I might take you to a Juneteenth thing with us later. Or just go live. I might drop a link. And we can talk about everything. I haven't dropped a link in a while. But anyway, you guys, I'll see you soon. Remember, there's enough to go around, so go get some. You're not watching either of them, right? 4 laps around the track. Right on. You watched Miami last night. Yeah, like the live. Oh, awesome. Yeah. I hope you guys come back. See you guys later.